Okay, now that I got some other stuff out the way, I can get back to doing what I love to do. 5 things that'll make every redneck mad. These are your warnings. 1, try to tell them how to raise their kids. This can be taken to every kind of community or culture, but it's different with rednecks because rednecks raise their children based on how their parents raised them and based on how their grandparents raised their parents. And for you to tell them that they not raising their kids right is you calling their parents dumb, which is calling their granddaddy dumb, which is saying their granddaddy didn't know the hell he was doing. He was raising your homeboy dad, and your homeboy dad didn't know he was doing. He was raising him, which is questioning like 4 lines of generations. If you really want to disrespect and piss off and have your teeth knocked out and replaced with wooden pegs and Monopoly dice and stuff, tell them they ain't raising their kids right. Number 2, disrespect man's best friend, aka their dog. Well, a couple years ago, this movie named John Wick came out, and John Wick went crazy after somebody messed with his dog, right? And I was like, nobody would ever go that crazy over a dog. It's a dog. Nah. Bark at a redneck dog in the wrong way. Mess with a redneck. Disrespect a redneck's pet. And they would, friendship over dead. I've seen relationships die. I've seen men and women split up a hard down fight in a Hooters parking lot. Just what you say about my damn dog? We've had that dog for 10 years. You and that dog can go to hell. Somebody bring the chopper in. Somebody bring the chopper in because she is finna punch him in the mouth with the back of her fist. Bring the chopper in. Man's best friend is on a whole different level when dealing with your redneck homeboys and homegirls. They do not play about their pets. They do not play about their dog. Most rednecks don't have cats. So if you want to bring a cat to a redneck, then you might as well bring nothing to the redneck because a redneck gonna want that hound dog. No Elvis. But 3, disrespecting Walker Texas Ranger, aka Chuck Norris. Now, when it comes to martial artists, you know, black folks, we had Michael Jai White, we had Wesley Snipes doing roundhouse kicks in the middle of airplanes. The world had Bruce Lee. Rednecks got Chuck Norris. Don't play with him. Don't touch him. Don't talk about him. Don't disrespect him. Rednecks will tell you that Bruce Lee would have been dead already because Chuck Norris was no joke. Wesley Snipes would get kicked out of an airplane window running up on Chuck Norris the wrong way. Mike Tyson couldn't touch Chuck Norris if you ask the right redneck. If you want to piss a redneck off, if you want to make a redneck man angry, if you want to make him never want to speak to you again, tell him Chuck Norris couldn't beat Pee Wee Herman in a Michael Jackson costume on a Thursday. I might get shot in the face for saying that on camera right now. I ain't saying Chuck Norris will lose to nobody. What I am saying is Chuck Norris is God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, Chuck Norris to a redneck. Number 4, their ability to think outside the box. You really want to disrespect the redneck? You really want to piss them off? You really want to not come around their area no more? Tell them a simpler way to do stuff. Tell them that stop thinking so much. Let's just go buy it. Just go buy. Just use your damn imagination. Use your mind. What's wrong with you? See, that's the reason most people are lazy, because y'all don't want to think. Now you have a zip tie, you have a rope, you got duct tape. All you said was, Josh, you wanted a brand new house. We can't build a house with rope, duct tape, and a zip tie. Watch me. That's your problem. You don't like to use your mind. You people are lazy these days. What the hell you mean, you people? You non-redneck. Why you always trying to make it about race, Josh Pray? The person that discovers everything is a redneck because they gonna think outside that box. When a box was created, you humans stood inside of it, or redneck stood outside that box and said 4 walls, a roof, and a bottom. I want to make a sphere. Y'all can have a box. I'll be right back. And number 5. Not even gun rights. Call a redneck racist. With all of these stereotypes and generalizations of cultures over the course of history, calling a redneck racist for absolutely no reason, with no merit behind it, for just being a part of a culture that goes outside and farms and hunts and gathers and builds stuff and minds their business and sports what they want to sport and support who they want to support. Call them racist. You want to get in an argument about everything? Call them racist. Call them, because then they go delve into history that you don't even know about. They go talk about Tupac, mama and daddy. They go talk about the kings and the queens of Egypt. They go tell you about your melanin skin and how you could drink more sun if you stood in the sun a little bit longer. They go tell you the good stuff to put on your hair so your afro can flourish in real life. Call them racist. You really want to be upset? You really want to get their dog sick on you? You want them to go dig up their granddaddy from 400 years ago so he can be pissed off because he raised his children right, not to be racist, but to be strong in their belief, but not to be racist, because racism don't exist in that culture. And for those who are racist because they ain't true rednecks, they just racist for calling. These are the 5 things to avoid if you want peace in your relationship with your redneck homie. And it's not black, white, it's redneck.